It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. 60 years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Red 23.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And, you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10, down at the 31. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up touchdown.
Luke Musgrave, 30 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point attempt here still to come. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Prescott. Throw out wide to Walker. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Christian Kirk, 34 yards. And the Raiders will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
47. Here we go, 46, 40, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 56.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. Tommy Adebawore. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco once again. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 9.
Let's go, 52.
Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any time.
And this time he is in. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Again, it's Pacheco, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Let's go.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chris Godwin, 45 yards. And the Raiders are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. 1st down, Prescott. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill! 47.
Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hey, Lion! All right, here we go.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 66 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Hey, easy, route. Rock, go switch.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Prescott going to change the play. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
46, 47. Here we go, go to 54, line 8. Here we go, 47.
Prescott to throw it. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. There he goes, left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 135 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Pacheco will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Pacheco with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
We're going to 54. Wide.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. And it is caught. And shedding the tackle, and that's some room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Go to 54. Go to 54. There you go. 26.
Completes it to Hardman. Only able to gain a couple couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16.
Hey, kill.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Walker. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ken Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Hines now on the return. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And the Falcons first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 7.
47. Hey, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield.
Now whistles and a timeout called here.
3rd and 1.
Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas! The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.